Hi, welcome to the board. My name is Dalia. This is my vlog. Take a seat and enjoy the flight. So before we start, little disclaimer. I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a doctor, politician or journalist or any other kind of professional person. I'm just neighbor who is experienced the life and sharing with you maybe some funny stories, some my journeys of learning the new language. So the disclaimer, we done? Let's begin. You know, when you fly, sometimes things happening, right? Who's flying, you already know. You're flying, you're trying to get in the airport on time. You might be not sleeping very well. You wake up very early in the morning. You take your things in the work. Like this is what happened to my friend, right? So she didn't want to be late to her flying. She is working quite very heavy job, many hours. I'm not gonna say the job on her name because it's not very important. Important situation what happened to her. So she, after many days of work, she decided to fly afterward. She took to herself the luggage, everything was fine. She was so worried not to be late. She get to the airport. She was having a carrying bag, right? So she have the bag. She went to the place to, obviously, who's flying, you all might know, there is a place where you need to enter actually airport, where is all the gates, all the coffee shops, duty free, all that stuff. Before to enter there, there's a computer, where you need to put your scanned the ticket of fly, or if you have application, you have a ticket on there. You putting on a computer and it scanned the barcode and let you in. So my friend went there, put the phone, didn't let her in. She cleaned the camera, all the screen, put again, not entering. She get worried because she was a little bit starting being late to her flight. And there is the worker, the lady, coming to her and saying, "Madam, do you need any help?" My friend, "Yeah, I need the help. Look, I'm putting, it doesn't work. I'm putting, it doesn't let me in." The lady took her phone and looking ahead in a calm way. She's saying, the flight is on 17. I don't remember the month, but I remember the date. She was saying to her, "It's 17. My friend, "Yeah, I know it's 17, so I need to get in. What is the problem? Why it doesn't let me in?" She was all panicked and all that stuff. And the lady was like, "Yes, 17. Correct. But today is 16. And my friend was like, "What?" The worker said, "Today is 16. Your flight is tomorrow." "Yes, on this time, but tomorrow." I don't know, because I wasn't next to her, so I don't know how much of minutes it took her to, how to say, to get it. Because when you come into the airport or a meeting or somewhere where you need to be on time, you're a little bit worried and your mind is not right? So I don't know how much of minutes it took for her, but she realized it and she was like, "Oh, tomorrow." "Yeah, madam, tomorrow." Okay, there's another funny story of my another friend. Even thought you think that you on time. Yeah, this is what happened to my another friend. Get in the airport, get there, buy some food, buy the coffee, and texting me that, "Oh yeah, everything is went well." I was like, "Oh, okay, perfect, very good. Have a nice flight and enjoy your holiday." Apparently, yeah, he knew the gates, he knew where he is, he was sitting, and he said, "Oh my God," and writing to me, "Oh yeah, you know what? There's a very, very long queue to the aircraft, so I'm gonna just sit on the chair and just wait and just a little bit sleep. Shortly, I was at work, right? And I got the call on my break time. My friend was like, you know what? I'm late to my flight. And my head was like, what do you mean late? You just like 20 minutes ago about told me that you around your gate, you are sitting, you know everything, and you will just get to know the aircraft. He was like, well, probably he was embarrassing to say, but after a couple of minutes, I was like, whoa, what happened? What happened? And he was like, you know, it's funny to say, but I fall asleep. I was like, yeah, I fall asleep where? And well, next to the gate. He said to me that he fell asleep, was few minutes like opening the eyes, so still the queue, still the queue. And after like 25 minutes or something, apparently, wake up and then in a hurry, because the gate is next to that, he went to the lady and the lady was like, oh, sorry, you're late because we closed the gates just 5 minutes ago. Can you imagine? My friend was late to the to the fly next to the gate. And when he was sharing all the story, what happened, I was laughing so hard. I couldn't even eat on my break. I was laughing so hard. Of course, later I felt obviously sorry for my friend that it happened to him, but for me it was very funny. How you managed to fall asleep next to it? So each time when I able to be connected with my friend, I always tell him now. After that situation, I always texting him or leaving the message and saying, don't fall asleep. Do not sleep. Just stand. I know it's boring, but just stand in the queue. You're not going to be late. Always will be the same thing. What happened? Yes, of course. Back then, the story ended with him very easy. He just buy another ticket and just went to another flight to the same direction. Funny, no? I'm sure some of you already who is traveling, probably this kind of thing happened. There's another situation happened. My friend, my friend. I'm not gonna say the name, but the trip was to Italy. My friend find out the gates, where to go through all the liquid. There's the place in the airports where we checking your liquids, where you checking yourself, checking where you don't have any dangerous things, all that kind of stuff. So you're going through those things. So she came through, everything was okay. She was sitting, finally find out the gates where she need to go. And apparently for her in her mind was like, oh yeah, Italy. And she's going, Italy. Oh, no. But she needed to go to Rome, right? Guess where she was going? There was the 2 flights next to her. It was to Rome and to Milan. Milan is also Italy, but it's different. For her, because probably she's stressed and of course didn't slept enough, you worry not to be late to the plane, all those kind of emotions in your head, and tiredness from work, obviously, yeah. So she was going. Finally, she reached the gates, and there was a gate a little bit to the left side. It was to Rome. A little bit farther, it was to Milan. So she went to the Milan, standing and waiting and thinking, where's the old people gone? The gate is open. And just few minutes for her was enough to get it. Like, wait a second. Milan. Yeah? It's Italy. Yeah, Italy, but it's different city. Thanks God she wasn't late to her flight. So she, after a few minutes, realized where she's standing and why is no any person around. She turned around and just ran to the gates where it was for Rome. And of course, later she texted me and she said, oh, Dalia, everything is okay. I fly. You will never believe what happened. Of course I believe, because things happening, same, for me and for everyone else, right? So it's just funny to remember. Yes, when you're flying and doing those kind of things, it's not funny. You worry, you stressed. And I believe whatever, even if you sleep enough time, even if you know the gates, even if you come on time, even if you wake up on time, I'm sure still things might happen. And sometimes it's not because of you. So my another story will be, well, it's a short story. I was flying with my best friend to Malta. And if I'm not gonna forget, I will leave in the comments my Instagram, so you can follow me, like my videos, like my pictures and all that stuff. So it was a trip to Malta. It was my first trip so far. The ticket to that place, we was waiting the bus in a bus. I believe it was bus station. I think it was 6 or 8 years ago. Doesn't matter. So we was waiting to the bus. Then the final bus came. We get in, and we even choose. I remember. We even choose to go from the bus station, because we wanted to be really sure that we're gonna take the bus and everything was okay, because it was our first trip so far away. Because it's plenty of hours. It's not just 2 hours of flight. So we was there waiting the bus, get the bus, we going, and the strange thing was, we wasn't late. We supposed to be not late, but the bus was late. Bus was getting to very strange direction. The roads were, for me it was kind of weird, because we was going around like forest, like some kind of bushes. The God knows where we were, but because of a bus with strange direction of a road, we get to airport late. And when we get to the airport late, we was running, and the gates was already, we was even putting our registered luggages. We get there, it was like the luggage was, as I remember, like not with the person, you just putting in the computer, is checking all that stuff. So we get there, we put there, and apparently we was late. So I will never forget, because we were sitting next to the information help center in airports with some spots like that. Yeah, I was, now remember it was, now it's funny, right? But yeah, I remember, thanks God I wasn't alone. My friend was like trying to find another tickets, because we was already by the hotel. So everything is already, everything is organized. Just the flight. We late to the flight, right? My friend was trying to find another tickets, maybe different airlines or whatever. Me, I was looking around to get the luggages. My first was and the last experience to get the luggage from airware. It was kind of funny, and I saw a lot of people, who was in the same situation, but just they had different flight. And I saw how they was worried. Some of them was panicky, someone was shaking, someone was emotional breakdown, those things. And I don't know, maybe because I saw other people more worried, or I don't know, maybe because I was concentrated to get the luggage safe, because my stuff is inside the luggage. Probably that helped me to stay calm. My mom was very, very calm. Then I got the luggage. I get there, where my friend's sitting and looking around for the tickets from the smartphone. I take a seat next to her, and I was thinking, wait a second, if we had a hotel, we need to call the hotel and reception to find out if our room's gonna be kept for us. I called them. The guy was a little bit broken English speaker, but anyway, he understood what I mean and I understood him. So we kind of have a conversation. I explained just a little bit, because we are late, blah, 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 and you're gonna hold our place or not, and everything went well. My friend got the tickets, and I was checking again my bank account? Is it possible for me to spend more money? So it's quite kind of, I don't know, we was kind of like a team, you know. She was doing one thing, I was doing another thing, and not me, not her. We wasn't emotional breakdown. We wasn't panicking. We was just organizing our things. When I think about it now, we stay quite calm. We was kind of like a team, and we get the things. And now, you know, after this kind of situations, I kind of understand. Before I didn't get it, people, why they say that it's really important to with who you're traveling. I don't like traveling with someone. I like to travel alone. And other people saying, oh, I'm traveling with my boyfriend, and the boyfriend is all doing things, and me, I just come and not thinking about anything. I'm not worried about anything. Same thing I heard people saying a positive, like a man saying, oh, I'm just blah, and the lady is doing organizing everything. In my opinion, I don't think there's any right way to do things. But me personally, I believe it's really good when you travel both organizing and you are like working as a team. Yeah, one doing another thing and another is doing another thing. And if one of you get worried or emotional a little bit, which is normal thing to be, we are humans, coming down, or at least this is what happened to me, we didn't have time to be emotional, we didn't have even time to be worried. We was really organizing things. She was organizing tickets to find, and I was organizing to get luggage and organizing the hotel, but everything went well. Of course, he ended up everything okay. We reached the destination and everything was fine. But again, I mean, maybe some people cannot be together, like traveling together, because never forget that people are just people. Their personality, their tempers get best of them. So I understand that much. However, I mean, the traveling is already a stressful thing to do. And maybe, I'm not a psychologist, right? But maybe need to try a little bit help to each other, like understand each other. And if you see that another is emotional, a little bit help or calm down in different way, or at least how you know that person, what kind of things might help to calm down him. Same to, you know, another person as well. It's just my beliefs. I don't know, is it working, not working that way, but this is what I think, and this is what I was experiencing actually, to travel with someone. However, I believe need to help each other, or at least organized things that you are worried about this, and I worry about this. And on the end, we have to do the thing what they have to be done. Maybe those kind of things is a little bit calm you down, because you keep thinking about organize and reach the things and do the things. So your rational part of mind works. And when you're a little bit get emotional, another person has to distract you maybe from that. I'm not quite sure how it works. Tell me in the comments, what do you think about those things? I'm just thinking, you know, what kind of things might help when you're traveling with someone. Oh my God, I'm amazed about it. I finished the tea, so I believe it's a very good time to finish the video. Leave your comments, leave your stories, share with them. I would love to know what happened to you, what kind of things you might suggest to people, how to organize the things, how to work in a team, and what kind of things help you as well when you was traveling.